You ever have a conversation with someone and just like right off the bat, based on how they are answering you, you know you're probably not going to agree on literally anything else? Now, I'm from Jersey, so that happens all the time here, right? We do it especially with food. Like if you don't agree about what the best boardwalk pizza is, we can't even be friends. We're going to disagree on everything. But it happens in a lot, right? Over the last few years, especially, we've seen it happen with politics. Just start on any hot button issue, and we'll know within 30 seconds whether we can agree or not. Well, the Bible's the same way. There are certain litmus test passages where, depending on how a person interprets it, you'll be able to tell how they interpret the rest of the Bible. It's like a little cheat where you can get a peek into their entire worldview just based on that one passage. Genesis 6 is one of those litmus tests, and in my mind, it's actually the strongest one to tell whether or not a resource will be helpful for your Bible study. Genesis 6 is a really, really weird story. It's about these divine beings who come down to Earth, intermarry with human women, and have these half-human, half-divine offspring that are giant monster creatures. It's really, really creepy. And we talk about that more in our podcast episode about the worldview of Genesis 6. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to go listen to that. It will change the way you read the Bible forever. The problem is that is so foreign to our modern way of understanding the world that many Christians are just not able to accept that that's what happened in that passage. So they go for a more modern understanding of it that says the sons of God in that passage were not divine beings, even though that's how the word is used all throughout the rest of the Tanakh, the Old Testament. They'll say that they were the godly line of Seth, intermarrying with the ungodly line of Cain. Now, there are several problems with that I address in the episode, but it's a view that many Christians hold. And if they do, that will tell you right off the bat that they are either unaware of or unwilling to accept the ancient culture of the Bible. So if you turn to a resource on Genesis 6 and you see that they say the sons of God were mere humans, you automatically know that person is either unaware of or unwilling to accept the ancient cultural context of the Bible. They are not going to be drawing on any of those studies in their work. They're going to be more influenced by Reformation or post-Reformation commentators and preachers. So it's going to be more the kind of preaching that is common in churches, probably what you've heard your whole life if you grew up in church. But if you hear them say that the sons of God were divine beings, that's someone who has done their research into the ancient context of the Bible. You are more likely to be able to get new insights, well, I should say new to you, because they'll be very old insights on the Bible, but new to you, information that you're not going to hear in your average church service. So whenever you're wondering about a preacher, a Bible, like a study Bible, a commentary series, what have you, even a podcast, figure out if they have anything on Genesis 6. And that will tell you right off the bat how much they're willing to dive into the ancient context of the Bible, or if they're just going to take Reformation and post-Reformation views that you've heard your whole life.